Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So we'll be starting the session in another 2 to 3 minutes. In the meanwhile, inform your friends to join the session. Whoever are ready to join, please inform them. We'll be starting the session in another 2 to 3 minutes. Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is over here. My name is Shiva Charan. So, if anyone is left over to join, please inform them. So, we are here to learn regarding AML, so which includes machine learning, deep learning, all those algorithms. So, I hope many of you are aware of all the prerequisites which are required for this machine learning and deep learning. And I'll just walk you through, and I will also walk you through the calendar. In this 20 days of training, what are all the things which you will be learning, and at what topic we'll be starting at, and what topic we'll be ending with, and what are all the things which we'll be learning. I'll be sharing the calendar also with you. We'll be discussing all those things. I hope everyone is in. Let me just share my screen. Just a moment. So I hope my screen is visible to everyone. So we'll be initially discussing what is our schedule or day by day, and also then we'll be moving forward with the prerequisites required. So I see if you all the people are raising your hands. May I know what's the issue? Is there any issue? Because if you want to ask me anything, like you can update me in the Q&A. See, Mamidi, Nitin, Nasima, yeah, brother, I see. If you're having any issues, please let me know through Q&A, guys. Okay. But my screen is being shared. Let me just show the calendar. So initially on the day one, we'll be starting with the Python basics like the data types, variables, conditional statement groups, and followed by the Python for data science. What are all the libraries required to know data science, like Matplotlib, Seaborn, NumPy, Pandas, all these libraries. Moving forward, we'll be discussing about SQL. Like we'll be having a one single whole day completely focusing on SQL, which is related to joins, group by functions, queries, the functions. And moving forward, we'll be discussing about the statistics, the basics of the statistics, like mean, median, variance, standard deviation, distributions, and all those things, like the types of the plots which are present over there, and when to use which kind of plot, and what kind of plot will be making sure to get more insights from the data. And moving forward, like the hypothesis testing, data pre-processing. Data pre-processing is very important. Like in order to understand any machine learning or else deep learning or else any the present trend which is happening. So data pre-processing is an important step and important topic. And going forward, EDA mostly helps us to get the insights. Most of you people will be aware of it. So going forward, we'll be doing with the machine learning algorithms, both the supervised and unsupervised. Then model evaluation. Then after we will be diving to ANN, CNN, RNN, and LSTM. And on the very last day, we'll be having this full pipeline where we'll be taking a data set, and then we'll be performing all the pre-processing steps, and then we'll be building a model followed by an evaluation. So this is our 20 days of training agenda. Okay. So without any further delay, we'll be moving into this prerequisites for machine learning. So let me just start with the Python directly. So is my disturbance? Just give me a minute, okay? Just a moment. Okay, is my voice audible and clear now? Please let me know. Is it clear, Shaheen, Setu, Srinivasalu? Yeah. Okay. Let me just check. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen once again and we'll be going through the agenda, okay? What are all the things we'll be learning in this training, okay? So I hope everyone is able to see my screen. Okay, so this is a short-term EAP program, and so we'll be doing the 20 days of training over here. So in this 20 days of training, initially on day one and day two, we'll be going for Python. On day one, like today, as this is our introduction session, we'll be mostly discussing about what are the data types, what is the history of Python, why Python, what are the advantages of Python, and the conditional statements, different types of loops present. And on day two, we'll be going for the functions list, file handling, and we'll be diving into this NumPy, Pandas, and also Matplotlib. On these libraries, we'll be seeing. Then moving forward, we'll be giving one whole day for SQL, and we'll be discussing what is the main difference between this SQL and NoSQL. What are joins in SQL? What is group by? What are the subqueries? What are the window functions? So we'll be discussing all those things, and we'll be dedicating one single whole day for SQL. And then moving forward, we'll be discussing about the statistics. That is a mean, median, variance, standard deviation thing, followed by the hypothesis testing. then data pre-processing, then followed by exploratory data analysis, then comes machine learning, both the supervised and unsupervised models, and after that model evaluation, and also hyperparameter tuning, which involves a cross-validation research CV. Then we'll dive into deep learning, where we'll be learning about the perceptrons, activation function, loss function, like ANN architecture, how ANN is working, what is the forward and backward propagation, what are the optimizers present, and we'll move into CNN. And then after we'll discuss about the transfer learning. We'll just have a quick discussion on transfer learning. Then we'll move into RNN and LSTM. Then once we're done with all these concepts, we'll do an end-to-end project. We'll create a pipeline where we'll be taking a data set and we'll be performing the ADA. We'll be building a model and we'll be predicting that model. Okay. So this is what our whole agenda is. Okay, for the whole 20 days, this is what our agenda is. Hope everyone is clear. So I hope my voice is audible and everything is clear, right? Okay. So now I'll be sharing the PPT. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen on PPT. Just give me a moment. Okay, so what are the prerequisites for machine learning? So machine learning and prerequisites. So prerequisites are nothing but what are the required things that we need to learn in order to get to know about machine learning, or else what are the things we need to be aware of in order to learn machine learning. Okay, so that those things or else that technology we'll be calling it as prerequisites. Okay, so without wasting our time, we'll be moving into this. So let's see what is the main agenda of this prerequisites. Okay, what are the main agenda? So in this PPT, we'll be going to cover like what is this Python programming and data types, what are the data types present and what are the conditional loops present. Then followed by we'll be deep diving into NumPy. In NumPy, initially we'll be having the things in a theoretical format, then followed by we'll be having a notebook implementation part. And similarly, it is same for pandas also. And matplotlib and seaborn will be having a theoretical kind of a session, and if time permits, we'll be going for an implementation. Okay. So then statistics. In statistics, we'll be having Bayes theorem, central limit theorem, and hypothesis testing. So we'll be discussing all those things. So basically, what is this Python? So we all know that Python means the only one thing which strikes in our mind is Python. Python is a programming language. So what could be the other thing? What could be the other things that could strike your mind? So basically, Python is a programming language. Then, so what it is saying over here? So Python is a versatile, high-level programming language which has become increasingly popular in recent years, and which is also known for its clean and readable syntax, correct readable syntax, making it excellent choice for beginners and experienced developers. Okay, so coming over here, it is known for its clean and readable syntax, making it excellent choice for beginners. So if you came across Java print function and if you compare it with the Python print function, it will be completely different, right? So you just need to write print followed by the curly braces and followed by the brackets, and in the inverted commas you need to write the text, right? So that is how if you want to print any content, you can directly write print statement and you can print. But coming into Java, you need to print. You need to write a whole line in order to print one single text. So that's how it is been with when compared with other programming languages. And clean and readable syntax means if you start with any for loop or else if you let's take example of print only. I just want to print like hello, and I just need to write print followed by the bracket, open bracket, followed by inverted commas. I need to write hello inside it, close the inverted commas and close the bracket. So that is how simple it is to make things get done through Python, right? So that is the main reason that will be an excellent choice for beginners. And so it is known for its clean and readable syntax. Readable syntax is nothing but whatever the language or else what are the whatever the lines of code that you are seeing which is written in the language of Python, then that is known as that will be in a readable format. So that we'll be calling it as a readable syntax. Okay. So Python's history. Let's dive into this Python's history and popularity. Okay, so nowadays everyone knows that whatever the GenAI applications or else whatever the AI agent that we are discussing, or else whatever the LLMs, whatever the ChatGPT, Gemini, all these things, they're working. The base code language is Python only. Based on the Python code language only, all these things are working. Okay, so let's dive into this. So already seeing in 1991 there is the birth of Python happened. So Python was created by Guido van Rossum and released as an open source programming language. So by Guido van Rossum, the Python was created and it was released as an open source programming language. So Python was released in 1991 as an open source programming language by Guido van Rossum. Okay. So later in 2000s, there is a rapid growth, right? In 2000 there is a rapid growth. So what it is saying, Python gained widespread popularity, especially in the field of web development, data science, and machine learning. Yeah. So please remember this line. So what it is saying, gained widespread popularity, especially in the fields of web development, data science, and machine learning. So nowadays, if anyone is saying like data science, I want to learn about data science, I want to learn machine learning, I want to learn GenAI. If anyone is talking about this technological stack, so definitely initially they will be aware of the Python programming language. So that's how popular it is. In order to work on data science and machine learning, and to make sure whatever the code which we are writing is readable and understandable by the beginners also, then we'll be going for Python. Okay. So Python is the most programming language when it comes to data science and machine learning. So we just want to know that in 1991, the Python was created and it was released as an open source programming language by Guido van Rossum. And in 2000s, we have seen a rapid growth. And later, following that, today we can see how Python language is being used and what are the different LLMs which are coming up. All those things are being built by Python only, and we can see many frameworks are coming up like Llama Index, LangChain, LangChain, and also like many things which are whatever the new technological stack which is related to AI that you're seeing is completely and mostly built in. I mean, mostly built by using Python programming language only. Okay. So this is about the Python history and the popularity. So we just got to know like what is this Python and what is the history of Python. So we'll be diving forward. Okay. We'll be moving forward. So what is this Python programming language? So what is saying, it's again the same. So we just got to discuss about a few points, right? What are they? Readable and readable syntax, and also what are the other things? You can say that it is a beginner friendly language, and for any AI technological stack which is being used nowadays, we are going for Python only. Correct. So what it is saying over here, it is a powerful and versatile tool that can be used to create a wide range of applications. Yeah, that is true, right? We can create a wide range of applications from by using simple web frameworks like we can go for Flask, we can go for Fast API. By using these web frameworks, we can directly build simple yet wide range of applications. Correct. And also from simple complex software systems, clear. So what is the thing here? Can be used to create a wide range of applications and also from a simple scripts to complex software systems. It could be a simple script and it could be a complex software running algorithm. We can build up all these things by this Python programming language. So it is very powerful. Okay, just a moment. I'm sorry. So coming into this, what is this Python? So Python is a powerful, versatile tool which can be used to create a wide range of web applications or else wide range of applications from simple script to complex software system. And its clear syntax and extensive libraries make it popular choice. Okay. Two important points again. Clear syntax and extensive libraries. So these are the main things. Okay, clear syntax and extensive libraries are the main two major things. Okay, extensive libraries in the sense like we just got to see what was our agenda. In agenda we were about to discuss about NumPy, pandas, and also matplotlib and also Seaborn library. Correct. So here the thing is, for machine learning also, for deep learning also, we are having various libraries in order to learn those algorithms. Also we are having different types of libraries for machine learning. So let's say for example for machine learning we are having scikit-learn library, and in this alone scikit-learn we can directly import all the machine learning models. Okay, all the machine learning models we can import. And coming into deep learning, in order to completely run a deep learning model or else build a model, we are having this neural networks, and in these neural networks mainly works based on the PyTorch, and the computation power is more. Okay, in deep learning when compared with machine learning, the computation power is more. Okay, so these kind of extensive libraries we are having, and so that makes Python as a popular choice for both beginners and experienced developers. Even the experienced developers will nowadays are going for Python. Okay, so that is what Python is. Okay, so we just see some what are these why Python, why only Python. So we just got to see it's a general purpose language which is very versatile, and we can use it for data analysis, machine learning, scientific computing, right? And what is the other thing? It is easy to learn. Yeah, we just got to know that how simple it is, and how simple the syntaxes are present over here, right? So which makes it a great choice for beginners. And coming to extensive libraries, so Python. So we just discussed about scikit-learn, PyTorch, right? So similarly, there were many libraries present over here. Like one of the best one is Beautiful Soup. Okay, so that is one of the best library for web scraping. So these are all the things we can do with Python. Okay, so initially we just got to know about what did we just got to know. So initially like introduction to Python, then the history of Python, then what actually is Python, then why Python. Correct. Introduction to Python, history of Python, what is Python and why Python. Okay, like why to learn the programming language. So initially, whenever we are learning any new topic, so let's say you're new to this programming language. So initially, if you're learning any new thing, so try to question the topic in a WH question format. Okay? Try to question the topics in a WH question format, which will be very helpful for you when you're learning the things. Okay, like a WH question format in the sense like what, why, where. Okay, so all this scenario-based questions. Okay, mostly scenario-based questions. So let us just move forward. Okay, so coming into Python syntax and structure. So what it is saying, so we just discussed all these things, right? So what is this Python syntax and structure? What it is saying? So Python syntax means whatever the length of code we are writing, whatever the indentation we are using, all those things comes under this syntax. Like if you see for simplicity, what it is saying, simplicity means Python syntax is designed to be clean, concise, and easy to read with a focus on readability. So Python syntax is designed mainly to be very clean and readable. Okay, so that's a one of the main reason why Python syntax is designed in that way, to make it readable. Okay, and moving into indentation. So what is this indentation? Python uses indentation to define code blocks. Okay, code blocks. And what it is saying, rather than curly braces or other delimiters. What happens is sometimes in some of the programming languages we just if you are writing any if loop, if condition, or else a for loop. So if you go to the next line, and if we are in the loop, initially we need to define the curly brackets, and indentation will be provided, and also the curly brackets needs to be followed, right? So, but in Python, immediately if you are in the loop and we just go to the next line, what happens is there will be indentation formed automatically, and then we can write the lines of code which we want to write and execute. So indentation will be very helpful in this Python. Okay, indentation is very important in any of the programming language, and it is very helpful in Python when it's like a user-friendly kind of a thing when it comes to Python. Okay, and dynamic typing. So dynamic typing, what is this dynamic typing? What it is saying? So Python is dynamically typed language, meaning you don't have to declare the variables type. Okay, this one. So initially, if you are defining the variable like x equals to 2 or else y equals to 3 or else a equals to backspace, if you are defining things like that, initially in other programming language, we need to say what kind of data type we are trying to store in that particular variable. Correct. So, but here in Python, as it is a dynamically typed language, which means that we don't have to declare the variable type explicitly unless it is required. Okay, we don't have to declare a variable type explicitly. It will be understanding the data type. Okay, so that is what dynamic typing is. So coming into this, what it is saying. So Python syntax structure, and so what are all the things? It is very simple to understand, which means that readable. And indentation is nothing but it defines the code blocks, which is very helpful and user friendly in Python. And then which here comes the dynamic typing. And dynamic typing is nothing but we don't have to declare the variables type explicitly unless it is required. So this is what the Python syntax and structure is. So hopefully everyone understood like these things: introduction, history, what is Python, why Python, and syntax and structure. Everyone understood? Is anyone having any doubts? And guys, one more thing. If you feel like my voice is not completely audible and there is an issue from my side, immediately try to let me know. Okay, immediately let me know what is the issue that you are having. Okay, so if there is an internet connection issue, you feel like from my side and my voice is not audible clearly, so immediately let me know through Q&A. So we'll be resolving that issue. Okay. And if you're having any queries related to the topics which we have discussed until now, you can drop it in the Q&A also. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, so we are done. We are just done with the Python syntax structure, right? Which is like simplicity, indentation, dynamic typing. So we'll be just moving forward. Yeah, I see someone was raising their hand. What was your issue? Please mention it in the Q&A. So I'll be explaining everything. Okay. So I have been seeing some of the comments like, what do we actually need to do? How to get a certification. So need not to worry about the certification initially. So please focus on whatever the concepts which we are trying to learn. So regarding the certification thing, I'll be explaining. Okay, I'll be explaining that. So let me just continue for another 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, I'll be explaining what are the things you need to do, and followed by that, we'll be deep diving into the other topics. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next line. So what it is saying, data types and variables. So what is this data types and variables? So what are the different data types present in Python? What it is saying, integer, string, boolean, and float. So integer means we all know like a number, and coming into float, it will be a decimal followed by a 2-digit number, right? Like a decimal points. Correct. And string means the textual content. String means the textual content, and then followed by here comes the boolean. Boolean is nothing but the data type like true or false. Correct. So we'll just walk through the text which is present on the PPT. We'll just walk through that once, okay? So what it is saying initially integer. So Python supports integers as a built-in data type, allowing you to perform mathematical operations on whole numbers. Yeah, we just all know that integer means we'll be having just the whole numbers and we'll not be having the decimals, right? And in strings in Python are used to represent the textual data and can be manipulated in various ways. Right. Manipulated in various ways means we can assign different variables. We can assign a text value or else a text to a variable, and we can assign that variable to a different variable. So that is nothing but manipulated in various ways. Okay. I hope everyone is understanding. Okay. I hope everyone is understanding. And coming into Boolean, it's like yes or no logical values, true or false. That's it. Okay. And coming into float. So what is this float? So what is saying? Python also has a float data type for representing the numbers with decimal points. Okay, with decimal points, allowing for more precise calculations. So if you want to do any precise calculations, then we will be going for the data type called float, where we will be having the numbers followed by decimal. Okay, this is about the data types. Okay. If anyone is having any doubts, please let us know in the Q&A. Okay, let us know in the Q&A of the chat. Okay. So. Okay, control structures or else conditional statements. So in control structures, what are the things we are having? Conditional statements and loops. So in conditional statements, what it is saying, Python provides conditional statements such as if, elif, and else, allowing you to execute different blocks of code based on the specified conditions. Okay, and what it is saying for loops, Python offers different types of loops, like which includes for and while loop. We'll be having it do while also, that allows or else that allow you to iterate over a sequence of elements or repeat a block of code until a certain condition is met. So we just have gone through the statements for conditional statements and loop. We'll just discuss each one by one. Okay, conditional statements. Conditional statements. So what are these conditional statements? What it is saying again? So it is saying that Python provides the statements such as if, elif, and else, right? Which allows us to execute different blocks of code. So let's say in what kind of scenario, we'll just consider a small example or else a small scenario where we can use this if, else, and elif. In what kind of scenarios we can use this if, else, and elif. Okay. So most of you people are aware of it, I think. And also, guys, one more thing. Don't immediately leave the session. Okay. Immediately leave the session. So daily from 3:30 to 4:30, the attendance will be taking place. Okay, and that will be only open for only 1 hour. So in that 1 hour, you people need to update your attendance over there. Okay, and if you people are not updating your attendance, you'll be marked as absent. Okay, I hope it's clear for everyone. So this is what if else is. Okay, this is what if else statement is. If you are scanning that particular QR and updating your details, then mark as present, else mark as absent. Okay, so this is what the conditional statements is in simple. Okay, and coming into loops. So what are these types of loops? Okay, so here we are seeing for and while. Okay, for and while loop. Okay, for and while loop. So I think most of you people, in order to show, like in order to, when you're discussing with your friends, like when you're saying with your friend, like I know by programming language I can do even numbers, odd numbers, I can pull even, I can pull odd numbers. You'll be saying all these things with your friends, right? You'll be discussing with your friends, correct? So if your friends ask like how exactly we can only pull even numbers or else how exactly we can pull odd numbers, so initially what we'll be considering a range of values between a certain range. Correct, we'll be considering a range of values between a certain range. Like if you want to show all the even numbers between 1 to 20, then you'll be considering this range and you'll be iterating through each and every value, each and every value present in this range. Correct. You'll be iterating through each and every value present in the range. And what exactly you'll be doing immediately? You'll be checking like what are all the numbers which are divisible by 2, correct? What are all the numbers which are divisible by 2? So then you'll be getting a bunch of numbers which are only divisible by 2, and you'll be getting other numbers which are, divisible by 2, where output is 0, okay? Divisible by 2, the condition is like if you're iterating through each and every element and that element is divisible by 2 and if the output is equals to 0, then add that particular element into a list, correct? Add that particular element which you have iterated into a separate list, and that separate list you will be assigning a variable to that, let's say even list, okay? Even list, and then you will be calling that even list, you will be getting all the even numbers, correct? So here, what is the main thing that you need to see? This is the for loop, correct? In the for loop, what is the thing we need to do? We need to check for what is the range that we are going for, okay? What is the range that we are going for? And in range, how are we iterating through the elements? Is there any step? So there will be also step, okay? Okay, so in the range, we'll be iterating through each and every element, and by iterating through each and every element, we'll be printing those values. And if you want to add any condition, like I want to get to know about only even, get to know about only odd, then I'll be mentioning whatever the values which are divisible by 2 and the output equals to 0. I want to add those elements to a separate list, and I'll be calling out that list. So this is how we'll be checking for even and odd, right? So similarly, if you're going for odd, which are all the numbers which are not divisible by 2 and its output is not equal to 0, or else which are divisible by 2, output not equal to 0, we can say, okay? So all this kind of logical thing, it comes under loops, okay? For loop. So while loop, what it is saying, repeat a block of code until a certain condition is met. So in while loop, what we'll be doing, we'll be repeating a block of code until a certain condition is met, okay? Until a certain condition is met. And so this is about the control structures, like the conditional statements and the loops. So if anyone is having any doubts in this also, please do let us know through Q&A, okay? If anyone is having any doubts, please do let us know through Q&A. If no one is having any doubts, then we will be moving forward, okay? Moving forward, do let us know. Okay, I will just share the part of the attendance, okay? Just a moment. Let me just go back. I'm stopping my screen share. Just give me a minute, okay? I'm stopping my screen share. Okay. Okay, I see. Deekshita, you're saying that what is this indentation? Indentation is like if you're writing in a for loop, and I just want to stay in that for loop. Okay, if I am jumping to the next line, it is not starting exactly from the very left. Okay, it is being stayed inside the loop. Let me just show you. Let me just share my notepad. Okay, so I see. Deekshita. So and also Venkata Sai, you're saying by any example. So what do you mean by any example? Sai, you're saying that by any example. What do you mean by any example? And in the meantime, I'll be sharing my screen, Deekshita. Just let me know, okay? So you're saying that what is this indentation, right? Just a moment. Okay, Venkata Sai and Deekshita. So you people are asking about this. What is this exactly indentation and all those things, right? And also for the for loop you're asking, right? So in the for loop only I'll be saying about this indentation. So what did we just discuss? Like indentation, right? Initially we'll be going with indentation, but in order to know indentation, we need to get to know like this for loop working. Okay, so in for loop, we just got to know that we'll be iterating through each and every element in a particular range. So I just want to know about 1 to 20. So this is the range of numbers I'm having, and I want to iterate through each and every number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So to iterate over them, I'll be assigning them. So I'll be considering this character as I, and I'll be iterating through all these values. Okay, all these values. So now I'll be writing the for loop. So for I in this range, in what is the range? So what is this range? 1 to 20, right? So then if I just want to write here like print I, so ignore the syntax over here. So what happens is, as I have given a semicolon over here, like this colon over here. So if I press enter, so immediately it should not come over here. It should take a space. Okay, it should here it will be moving. Okay, it will be giving like 3 spaces. Okay, like whatever the 3 spaces here you're seeing, this area is nothing but indentation. Okay, that area is nothing but indentation. But why exactly indentation is needed? So whatever the operation that we are performing in this on this particular range, whatever the operation that we are performing on this particular range, and if you're having an indentation before, that means that whatever the code we are writing below, comes or else comes under this for loop. Okay, it comes under this for loop. So that is exactly what indentation means, and hope you people understood Deekshita and also Venkata Sai. Hope it's clear for everyone. Is that clear, everyone? Okay. So Jagadish, you're saying that right code for that for loop, while loop for better understanding. Okay. Yeah, I'll be writing that code. So, but before that, I need to explain you regarding this attendance. Okay, just a moment. Issue that streams of both student must complete that 330 and 430. Okay, share the updated AML Telegram group link. Yeah, Venkata Kumari, we will be sharing that AML Telegram group link. Okay, just a moment. Let me just share my screen and show you the QR. Okay. And the people who have raised your hands, is there any issue like what exactly? If you want to get to know about anything, do ask it over here. Okay. If there's nothing, please drop your hands. So what exactly now you people need to do is you need to scan that. You need to scan this the QR which I will be displaying, and you need to give the details whatever the track you belong to. If you are in AML, you need to mention AML. Okay. And do remember that QR is valid. I mean that QR is valid from 3:30 to 4:30. Okay, from 3:30 to 4:30 the QR is valid. So, and this QR is nothing but this is your attendance. Okay, so you just need to give in your details and your attendance will be registered, and this will be active for only 1 hour. Okay, for only 1 hour this will be active. So please try to scan once and check and let me know. Okay, please try to scan once, check and do let me know. If it is working, we'll just spend another 5 to 5 minutes. Okay. They say the form is still not yet activated, correct? The form is still not yet activated. So, okay. Okay, see, there was a chat. Yeah, it's still not working. So it will be activated in between it's session 6 attendance. Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. And also, Abhinav, you see that there are two groups in Telegram and Future Skills. We got the app link and the artificial intelligence group link. Please link, where should we actually listen and join the class? Can you please clarify? So, in Future Skills or else in Telegram, you're having two groups. You're saying that which is related to Future Skills, and also you got the AppShare website link, right? So you can join through any one of them. Okay, AppShare website link for the artificial intelligence group. That is better. Okay. Okay. So Srinivas, you're saying that better send the link. Okay, I can share you the Telegram link. Just a moment. Let me just gather the Telegram link. Just a moment.
Sí, en el con la playa está.
Okay, so I have seen that many people are saying the QR code once again, and also for attendance purpose, and the link once, and also which group to join, and also there was a query pending for Jagadish also. So I'll be going through all the queries. For now, we'll be taking a 10 minutes of short break. Okay, from up to 3:40, we'll be taking a break, and exactly at 3:30, that QR will be active, and I'll be sharing my screen and displaying that QR. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me just do that. So this is the screen, okay? I mean, this is a QR. You people need to start scanning this QR from 3:30, okay? And this QR will be openly available from 3:30 to 4:30, okay? Within this 1 hour time period only, you need to scan the QR, update your attendance, okay? Please make sure that you're doing that process, okay? And don't try to leave the session in between, okay? It's for you only. And so I have shared the QR once again. So please try it from exactly 3:30. Okay, I see someone raised their hands. Mahidhar, Bhavya, and also Srinivasulu. Are you having any issue? I mean, like, are you facing any issue with anything? Are you having any internet issue, or else the QR is not being displayed? No, right? So you can lower your hands, and also one more thing. So it's 3:30. Please try to scan the QR and do let me know if it is working or not, and drop your attendance. Okay. And also in the meantime, let's take a 10 minutes of short break. We'll meet after 10 minutes. 3:40 we'll be meeting, okay? Like we'll be starting the session again. So I hope everyone have scanned that QR and updated their attendance. So if anyone is still facing any issue like how to do the process or else how to go through the process, please do let me know through Q&A, okay? So we'll be starting the session in another 2 minutes. So I see one of the person is saying that there is no option like for PG. So in that case, you can mention whatever the highest education which is mentioned in the form, okay? The highest education which is mentioned in the form, you can mention that, okay? Hope it's clear for you, Ashok. So Lakshmikant, the form is you need to scan the QR, okay? You need to scan the QR. So how to scan the QR also Tejas Sai has mentioned, okay? Just refer like you can use the Google Lens or else any other app to scan for attendance, okay? You can scan that QR and then you can update that things, okay? You can update the things. So please make sure you're doing within this 1 hour, okay? Please make sure you're doing within this 1 hour. And so as it is officially 3:40, so I'll be stopping that QR, okay? And at the end of the session for the last 10 minutes, again, I'll be showing the QR. So for now, I'll be ending that QR. So Sai Teja Chari has also shared the Google Forms link. Let's go through this. If it is correct one, you can follow that, okay? Fine. I'm stopping my screen share. Okay, hope everyone is back from break and done with your attendance. So I'm sharing my screen again and we'll be continuing with the Python again. So we're just left with another few more slides in Python. Then we'll be going into that for loop and while loop implementation. After that, we'll be starting with this NumPy and Pandas. Okay. Sure, I'm sharing my full screen. I see two people are raising hand. May I know the issue, Mohammed and Triveni? If you're having any doubts, you can update in the Q&A, okay? In this Q&A, you can update the things. We'll be clearing that. And also, okay. Yeah, what happened, Bala? Okay, fine. In this Q&A, you can let us know, okay? So moving forward, we'll be discussing the remaining slide, okay? Coming into this conditional statement, we just went through like if else and we just discussed about an example, and later I'm coming into loops. We discussed about for loop and while loop with the range of elements, right? And also while loop is nothing but again we'll be repeating the block of the code until a certain condition is met. If you're having any certain condition and until that certain condition is met, we'll be repeating that whole block of code. Yeah, so that is what this while loop is, okay? So these are nothing but the control statements, and going forward coming into this libraries and modules, okay? So library and module. So what it is saying library and module. So popular libraries, some of the most popular Python libraries, which includes NumPy, Matplotlib, and TensorFlow. This NumPy is nothing but numerical Python, okay? Or else we can say it as a scientific for doing scientific calculations. You can say short. And coming into this Matplotlib is mainly used for visualization. Visualization in the sense, like let's say I'm having a data set, or else I'm having a few values, and I want to know what exactly that values are saying about it. Let's say I'm having a 1 month sales information of a product. I want to know like what are the exact insights I can extract from the particular data. So let's say like your manager has came up to you and he told that I'm having 1 month the sales information, like how sales have happened, what is the cost of the sale which has happened in this one whole month. Okay, so now what you will be doing, you'll be considering what kind of on what kind of product we have just did the sales, and you'll be going for the insights, like you'll be going for the is there any pattern followed, or else is there any uh, kind of a thing, like is there any kind of a streak maintained, like from Monday to Thursday the sales are a bit low when compared with weekends. We'll be getting to know about these kind of patterns. Initially, by looking at the data, we won't be understanding most of these things, correct? But when we do plot the things in a pictorial format, that is in a graph format, then we'll be getting to know, okay, in this point of time, at this point of week, or else at this point of day, so these are all the things which has happened. This is the price has been completely dropped. So the price is complete. I mean, the sales are completely low. Okay, so because it is Wednesday, the sales are completely low. I mean, like that is an example I'm saying. Okay, even if you consider any Webbillion sale, or else Amazon sales also, pre-sales also, mostly from Monday to Friday, all the sales will be dry, and completely on weekend the sales will be completely huge. And when it comes to this weekends, it will be completely like sales will be rising only. Correct. So, in order to identify those kind of patterns, or else in order to draw those kind of insights, then I mean, then we'll be using this Matplotlib. So, Matplotlib is mainly for pictorial representation, or else in a 2D format of a diagram on our own data to understand that particular data and then get the insights. Okay, to analyze the data and get the insights. Okay, that is the main reason we'll be using this Matplotlib. And similarly, similar to Matplotlib, we are having this Seaborn library. Okay, Seaborn library is nothing but again for visualizations only. So there is one slight tweak in between Matplotlib and Seaborn. So Matplotlib mostly we'll be using it for the 2D visualizations. So we'll be having all the different types of the plots. And coming into plots, we'll be discussing about this. So what are the different types of plots when we are discussing about the statistics part? Okay, and so the main difference of Matplotlib and Seaborn is nothing but in Seaborn we can also do the 3D visualization things. Okay, which helps us to draw better insights. Okay. So that is just a short intro about Matplotlib and Seaborn. So other few important models are main popular libraries or Beautiful Soup. Okay, Beautiful Soup. Okay, so what is that Beautiful Soup again? So Beautiful Soup means, so let's say whatever the screen that you're seeing, it's a whole website design, right? So there you are seeing like chat, Q&A, and all the other things, like you can't turn on your mic immediately. If I give access, you can turn on your mic. You right now you are able to see only chat box option, right? I'm sorry. So I can extract all those parameters. I can extract all those parameters and save them in the format which I want to save. Okay. So I can extract all those things which are present in all the particular divisions. Okay. So that is where this Beautiful Soup library will be coming into picture. So it's a very important library. Okay. So if you want to extract any content from any one of the website, or else any web page, okay, any web page, or else from any Wikipedia article, if you want to extract a particular single line, then you can go for this the Beautiful Soup library, which is very popular. But as this LLM shaped the existence nowadays, most of the people are not quite using it. But back in those days, like like a few years back, Beautiful Soup was popular. Okay, so that is one kind of a major library. So similarly, we are having like many libraries. So one of the other library we can discuss about this scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is nothing but again sklearn. So sklearn, what is this? So I don't know how many people have heard about this sklearn. So sklearn is nothing but it's a machine learning library. Okay, it's a machine learning library. So whatever the supervised or some supervised algorithms which we will be getting to know, all those algorithms are present inside this library. Okay, all those algorithms are present inside this scikit-learn library. So this is about what could be some of the popular libraries. And coming into modules, modules is nothing but again. So module in Python, what we're saying modules in Python are files that contain Python code which can be imported and used in other programming. I mean, in another Python program. So the main difference between this Python libraries and modules, in modules, we'll be having the Python files. I mean, in modules, the Pythons are the files that contains Python code imported used in other Python programs. So libraries will be having multiple modules, okay, and in modules we'll be having multiple Python files, okay. So that is what the main difference is between library and the module, okay. So this is about short about libraries and the modules. Okay, so immediately we are diving into this machine learning libraries. I mean, machine learning essential libraries. So what could be some of the machine learning essential libraries? Could you people let us know? Like two things we just discussed, like Matplotlib and Seaborn. These are the two things which we have discussed. Anyone got any other library? Or else, what are some of the popular libraries you people know? Could you let us know? What are all the other popular libraries? Okay. What are all the other popular libraries you people know? Just mention it in the Q&A. So machine learning essential libraries, we'll just dive into that, okay? So what we're saying NumPy and Pandas. So NumPy and Pandas are the two main important libraries, okay? NumPy and Pandas are the two main important libraries. And also followed by that, Matplotlib and Seaborn. So these are the main important libraries in order to understand about how data science is functioning, how things work in data science, and how can we work with arrays, and also what are the things we can look around when we are working in pandas. So fine. So what he's saying, we'll be exploring the power of NumPy and Pandas, two essential libraries in Python data science ecosystem. So these libraries, they will be providing us with a foundation for effective data manipulation, and also it helps us in analysis, which enables the various applications in scientific computing, machine learning, data visualization. So in short, what it is saying is nothing but so NumPy mostly what if you're having any numerical or else scientific calculation kind of a thing, and if you're dealing with arrays, we'll be going for this NumPy, okay? If not, we'll be going for Pandas. So like not in the sense like if not, it's like if you're having any data set and if you want to find the insights present in that particular data set, and if you want to find out what exactly the things are happening, what kind of pattern that particular data set is following, to get to know those kind of things, we'll be using this pandas, okay? we'll be using this pandas. So pandas in short is nothing but the panel data analysis. Okay, panel data analysis. Pandas is in short. Okay, so this is what mostly about NumPy and pandas in short. I'll be sharing that notebook, and in that notebook we'll be seeing the execution of a for loop and while loop, and followed by what are all the pandas and the NumPy things. Okay, just a moment. I mean, what are all the pandas and the NumPy operations which we can perform? Okay, what are all the array things which we can perform? We'll be seeing that. Just a moment. Okay, I just go to see. Okay, so coming into this, Ashok, I just informed you, right? So for now, you can go with the qualification, whatever the highest qualification which is being showed in the Google form. Okay, for now, ignore that. Okay, for now, ignore that. Okay, Jagdish, you're saying that you and your friends are MSc final year students, but in attendance sheet, there is no MSc option available. Okay, so Jagdish, I'll be noting down that thing, and I'll be making sure the team is being updated by that. Okay. Yeah, and Prakash, you're saying that to share the Excel sheet curriculum. So, what are the things which you are following um, that in a day-by-day manner, you can consider that as an Excel. So, it's like initially we'll be having Python, then we'll be diving into this by pandas and matplotlib then one whole day we'll be dedicating for SQL. We'll be just touching the fundamentals of SQL. Then we'll be starting with the statistics, followed by data pre-processing, which comes under the machine learning lifecycle. Then we'll be discussing machine learning algorithms, both supervised and unsupervised algorithms. Then the evaluation metrics in the regression and classification. Followed by we'll be diving into this hyperparameter tuning, then deep learning. So it's like in a stage-wise manner. Okay, initially Python database, then followed by statistics, machine learning, deep learning. Okay, so this is what the curriculum is. Okay, just for your understanding purpose, I have shared that particular sheet in order to make sure that you are in the right track. Okay, in order to make sure that you're in the right track, that is the main reason I have just displayed that particular sheet, and I just explained you what are the things we'll be going to. Okay, need not to share that Excel sheet. Okay, it is not required. Okay, so fine. Hope no other queries. Just a minute. Praveen, you saying that how can we see our attendance? So once you have scanned the QR and updated your details, your attendance will be marked. Okay, from our side, you'll be marked as present. Okay, so need not to worry about. So please make sure that you are filling the form. Okay. So now back to this NumPy implementation. So one thing is so not this one. Just a moment. So my entire screen is being shared right now. Okay, and I'm sharing my collab screen also. So initially, so NumPy is nothing but the numerical Python, and if you want to do any scientific calculations, we can go with this NumPy. Okay, and one more thing is we can in this NumPy we'll be creating the arrays. Okay, we'll be creating the arrays, and in order to create the array, we need to mention like NumPy dot array. So in order to create this array also, we need to mention that followed by the round brackets and followed by that then the square brackets. Okay, so that's how we'll be defining an array over here, and we can reshape that array. And here we'll be having multiple functions like ones. I mean, these are the methods to generate only ones, zeros in the NumPy. Okay, we'll be having the similar numerical basic operations like arithmetic operations, comparison operations, and the logical operations. Okay, all these operations we'll be having. So initially, thing which we need to know is what are the data types present. Okay, so here we'll be having extra data types like date time 64, time delta 64, object. Okay, object is nothing but which can hold any Python object in the like that means that it can hold all the textual data. Okay, so these are the extra data types which you'll be getting to here in this NumPy. Okay, date time 64, time delta 64, and object. Okay. So what are these basic operations, which is like arithmetic operators? So arithmetic operators we'll also get to see in Python, right? Like plus, minus, asterisk, division, multiplication, right? Power. All these are the basic operations which we can get to see in the Python also. So comparison operators means nothing but equals to, not equals to, and less than, greater than. Let me write over here. Okay, let me just take a text or else let me just take this text. Okay, here. So what could be the arithmetic operators or is the arithmetic operations? So what it is saying, so in arithmetic operation, the basic operations are plus, minus, asterisk. We can also go the double asterisk, it means power. Okay, double asterisk means power, and followed by we can do this division, right? So plus minus into power division. So these are all the basic arithmetic operations. Okay, these are all the basic arithmetic operations. So followed by what are all the comparison operators we are having? Just so okay. So the comparison operators with the we are having equals to, we are having not equals to. Correct. And also what are we having? We have less than, we are having greater than, we are having less than or equal to, we are having greater than or equal to. So these are all the comparison operators. So by looking at these operators only, we can say they can mostly be used for comparison, right? It's like equals to, which is equal to, and not equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So these are the basic common comparison operators. Okay, basic common comparison operators. So and there is this logical operators. Logical operators is nothing but and or. Okay, and or. And or not. Okay. So these are all the logical operators. Okay, these are all the logical operators. So arithmetic operations, comparison operations, logical operations. So these are all the basic operations which you can do by using Python, right? So coming into an array, okay. Let me just go to this one. So we just got to say about arithmetic operations, comparison operations, logical operations. So I hope no one is having any doubt. Coming into code part, we'll be doing that tomorrow. Okay, so today mostly we'll be going with the theoretical part. Okay, mostly we'll be going with theoretical part and coming into code in the tomorrow. Initially, for the very 15 to 20 minutes or else 10 to 15 minutes, we'll be implementing the code part. Okay, so every day. So whatever the things which we have discussed previously. So initially for the next 5 to 10 minutes or else 10 to 15 minutes, we'll be doing the code implementation. Then followed by we'll be discussing the theoretical part. Okay, we'll be discussing the theoretical part. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, so whoever are raising your hands, please make sure that you're having your doubts are getting cleared. Okay, please don't raise your hands unnecessarily. If you're having any genuine doubts, please do raise your hands. If not, just go through the Q&A. We are active in Q&A also. We are just replying whatever the questions that you are asking. Okay, so please make sure that whatever the queries you are asking, just ask it in Q&A. If in Q&A it is still the same, then do raise your hand at that time. Okay, no, don't raise your hand. Let me just check the Q&A once. Yeah, Sriram, it's totally fine to enter as others. Okay, if your college is not mentioned, need not to worry. It's okay to mention other colleges as other. Okay, so please make sure initially that you are checking regarding your college name, and if you feel like your college name is not present, you can just then mention as others. Okay. So we were at Numpy and Pandas, right? So we'll just go through this line once again. What we say. So two essential libraries in Python data science ecosystem. These libraries provide the foundation for effective data manipulation and analysis, enabling various applications in scientific computing, machine learning, and data visualization. So we can build various applications. In what kind of domains we can go for? We can go for scientific computing, we can go for machine learning, we can go for data visualization. In all these three different streams, we can use these libraries. So that is how powerful these libraries are, both NumPy and Pandas. That is how much powerful these libraries are. Okay. So this is about the short intro for NumPy and Pandas. I hope everyone understood. And so what is this NumPy exactly? So what it is saying? So it is a foundation for numerical computing. So what is the other thing here? We'll be having n-dimensional array. N-dimensional array means ND array we'll be mentioning. So what it is? NumPy core data structure is ND array, which is a powerful and efficient multi-dimensional array. So what it is saying? So initially I told in this NumPy we'll be defining arrays, right? We'll be defining arrays and we'll be storing arrays in the variable I just told it. So and this array is what is this NumPy's core data structure? It is saying it is the ND array. ND array means n-dimensional array. Okay. ND array is the n-dimensional array. And what is this ND array? It is a NumPy core data structure. Okay. And what it is saying, a powerful and efficient multi-dimensional array. NumPy array allows for fast mathematical operations, making them ideal for numerical computation and data analysis. So initially, whenever we just got to know about NumPy, we got to discuss about this application, right? We just immediately told like it is mainly, or else it will be used for scientific calculations. We just got to know that, right? So here, what are we getting to see? It will allows for fast mathematical operations, making them ideal for numerical computation and also data analysis. So whatever the numerical computation that we were able to come up with, we can go for this NumPy, because NumPy's core data structure is n-dimensional array. So which in short will be written as ND array. Okay. So what is this arrays function again? So what it is saying, NumPy offers a vast collection of mathematical functions specifically designed to work with arrays. Okay, it is saying that it will be offering a vast collection of mathematical functions specifically designed to work with arrays, and these functions allows you to perform operations. What it is saying, these functions will be allowing us to perform the operations such as arithmetic, linear algebra, random number generation, Fourier transforms, and more. Okay, so coming into these, whatever the functions or else the operations that we are seeing, we'll be discussing that. Okay, so for now, just understood that the NumPy's core data structure is n-dimensional array. I mean that is ND array, which is a powerful and efficient. And NumPy array allows for faster mathematical operations. Okay, so initially, if you see when we are defining that NumPy, so we were mentioning it inside a square brackets, and followed outside of the square brackets, we are having a round of brackets, right? So we are mentioning it in the format of a list, and then what are we doing? We are trying to convert that list into an array, right? And then we are assigning that into a variable, and we are saying that it is a NumPy array. So one-dimensional array here. Here comes a one-dimensional array, means that particular array will be having one single data type. Okay, that array is having one single data type. Like let's say, for example, I'm having an array. I have created an array using NumPy. I have created an array using a NumPy, and here what happens is, in that array, if my data types are completely numerical, then I will be calling it as a one-dimensional array. Okay, so these are all these n-dimensional arrays and also array functions. So array functions are nothing but it is saying that these functions allows us to perform the operations like arithmetic, linear algebra, random number generation, all those things. So what are the applications of NumPy? and how it helps us to transform the data. So what it is saying, scientific computing again, data analysis and machine learning. In machine learning, we can use NumPy. In data analysis, we can use NumPy, and in scientific computing, we can use NumPy. Scientific computing, how exactly we can use NumPy? So NumPy plays a vital role in scientific computing, which will be enabling numerical simulation, data analysis, and complex mathematical calculation. And it is or else it's used in fields like physics, chemistry, engineering, and more. So wherever the computation is required, or else wherever the computation is playing a very vital role, in those streams, we'll be using NumPy. Okay? So mostly it's scientific calculation or else scientific computing power, which is required mostly in physics and engineering, right? Sorry. So data analysis. So here NumPy provides a foundation for many data analysis tasks like data cleaning, transformation, and also manipulation. So how exactly manipulation, data cleaning, transformation will be getting to understand clearly when we are discussing the things in a notebook format. Okay, when we are discussing the things in through a notebook, then we'll be understanding how NumPy will exactly helps us to perform the data cleaning, transformation, and manipulation. Okay. So machine learning, what we saying, NumPy is fundamental in machine learning, providing the core data structure for building machine learning modules. As machine learning models, NumPy arrays are used to store and manipulate the training data. So when we're working on any machine learning algorithm, we're getting to see like how exactly that arrays will be helpful for us. Okay. So this is about the NumPy. This is about the NumPy. Okay. So like what exactly the foundational, like what exactly is NumPy? We just had a short intro to NumPy and Python. What exactly is NumPy, and what are the applications of NumPy? Okay. So this is about NumPy. So if anyone is having any doubts, please let us know in Q&A. Yeah, Raghava, I'm planning it for the last 10 minutes. So initially, in the initial 10 minutes, if I'm saying, most of the people will not be paying attention. So I'm planning what are the things you need to do exactly for the last 10 minutes, okay? So Praveen, whenever we are discussing the topics, connecting to your laptop or else mobile phone, anything is fine. But whenever we are doing any execution or else whenever I'm showing any notebook implementation, if you're having laptop, it will be very good because you can parallelly implement the things which you are saying or else which I'm explaining. Okay, it's better that way. So it's fun. So NumPy is designed for Python only. Okay, so it is one of the library which can be used for Python. Okay. So Varsha, you are saying about the Telegram group link. Just a moment. Okay, for now, today we'll be closing off the session. Okay, I mean at 4:30 we'll be ending the session. We'll be discussing like what exactly the things are required for this program, and if you are asking for Telegram group link, I'll be dropping that Telegram group link. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, Abhinay, you're saying that any recorded videos of these classes, you can find the recording videos through YouTube. Okay. Kaif, will be getting to see that. Okay, I haven't discussed about the topic still. Okay, we are still not yet done with NumPy. Okay, is that clear, Kaif? So in the meantime, if anyone is having any queries related to today's session, you can drop it in Q&A. So Padma Shri, you're asking about explanation of hoops. Based on the time constraint, we'll be seeing that. Okay. So Manohar, you're saying that simply what is this number? So in simple, it's for numerical, like numerical or else the scientific calculations, which we are doing through. Yes, okay. Yeah, Krishna, we will be going to discuss about TensorFlow and Keras also. And also, I have dropped the Telegram group link. You can all see that message. So please join in that group, okay? So Suraj, the recording, this video is already being recorded, okay? You'll be getting the recorded video links also. Link is expired, no. So Manikanta, you're saying that what are the courses you need to complete for self-based learning? So it's like you need to work on self-paced learning is nothing but whatever the content which you're getting to learn over here, you need to explore it more further, or else you need to try it in your way, like try it in a more practical implementation way, okay? Because most of the time we'll be understanding theory and then we'll be going for some of the implementation part which is required, but later on you need to try to experiment from your side. So that is what mainly the self-based learning is, okay? Any other queries, anyone? Is the link working? So is the link working or not working? Yes or no, guys? So as we are left with only last 5 minutes, okay, thank you. So I'll be just sharing that attendance QR once again. So please make sure that everyone has given their attendance, okay? Krishna, if you have registered with this program, you will also be receiving the certification, okay? You'll also be receiving the certification. I'll be sharing my screen now. I'll be displaying the attendance QR once again. So before 4:30, whoever haven't done or else given their attendance, just do that, okay? So Varsha, you're saying that link is not working for you. So try to work on the link once again, or else just copy that link and paste it in your browser, okay? Just try to do that. See, Manideep, self-learning is nothing but it's like working on yourself, okay? You can refer to any online blogs or else any online articles that you can come up with. You can refer to the any videos like any YouTube videos also you can refer. Blogs in the sense you can go for Medium, Analytics with your Geeks for Geeks, okay? Okay, so China, you're saying that they have tried many times but still not coming. So let me just check it from my end, okay? So and Mohammed Kaif, you're saying that in any field, if any field, what is that if any field? I'm not getting your question exactly. So for me, it is working artificial intelligence and machine learning STB3 group, okay? For me, the link is working well and good, but I don't know why it isn't working for you. So please try to refresh your session or else copy that link and try to use a different internet connection and try to do that, okay? So Abhinay, recording sessions will be provided, okay? Okay, fine. It's 4:30. So if everyone is done, I'll be stopping my screen shares and most probably you'll be able to from this group before the session was started. So I will once check with the team, okay? I will once check with the team regarding that. Need not to worry. So, but how you people have joined today in the same way, please join tomorrow. Okay, please join tomorrow. We'll be seeing the notebook implementation part, okay? And yeah, that's it. I'm stopping my screen share, okay? Okay, so you people may leave the session. Thanks for joining today. So please don't forget to join tomorrow, okay? You people may leave the session for today. Thank you. Thanks for attending.